What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. I am Wilson, joined by Toast.
Hello.
Always a delay with you. Did that just throw you off me saying your name?
Sometimes you just keep rolling.
I know.
And sometimes you want me to say something.
I know.
So I pause.
I try and do my best. I just try and shake things up.
I'm trying.
Before we get started, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and give it a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you know when new stuff goes up and you won't miss out. Now, with all of that housekeeping out of the way, what do we have here?
Flame Toys Megatron. IDW Stealth Bomber Megatron.
Yes, the Flame Toys Kuro Kuri. Excuse my... Look, I'm not good at the English language. I'm not going to be good at this. So, yeah, let's start off with the paint sculpt. This is a non-transforming, very expensive, high-end collectible Transformer figure that moves and poses. A lot of him is metallic pieces along with plastic.
His chest is getting in the way.
He's got big boobs. So he's got all kinds of cool metallic paint finishes on him. You can see golds up in his shoulder. There's a nice cherry red for the cockpit of what would be the stealth bomber. It's got all that purple energon running through him. And then some more metallic pieces and everything on his belly, if you will. Belly.
There's a lot of paint.
There is. There's a lot of work on this all over. Some great purples, and are these transparent pieces right here?
They look like it, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of transparent pieces on the back there. Now, he does have lights and stuff in his legs, so I think that's part of the reason.
Is there die cast too?
Yeah, there is some die cast pieces.
So some of this looks metallic and some is probably actual metal.
Yes, correct. He's got lights and stuff in the legs and shoulders. Now, I have their Star Saber, and their Star Saber also, of course, has LED effects. It came with batteries in them. All you had to do was pull the little tag out, and then he would light up. This one does not.
No batteries.
No, and this one's, the battery covers are even held on by tiny screws. So you're not only going to have to find the batteries, you're going to get out a screwdriver. You know, it's up to you. I'm not too big about light-up effects on toys. I like it, but as a display option.
In person, the eyes are painted red. They're not showing up that well in the camera. It looks kind of dead, but in person you can see that they're painted red.
So there's all that, but yeah, overall he looks great. He looks just like the comic version, and again, he doesn't transform.
So in the long shot, you could see that he's very long legs, which is accurate to the source material.
Yeah.
He had very long legs, short chest. This is accurate to that, and these giant shoulders. Still stylized, because Flame Toys goes heavy.
Oh, well, just wait.
With their sculpting.
Just wait. They take a lot of liberties with this guy. Hey, since you're moving that, let's move on, so to speak. All right, so for articulation and posability, there's so much articulation on this thing, Toast, that I don't think I could run through it and get it all.
Are you going to remember?
I'm going to try my best and point out some of the big things. Luckily, the instruction booklet points out all the necessary articulation that he's got. So these little pieces allow him to get out pretty far with his arms. And then the arms move in and out, and the shoulder pads also move separately, individually of the arm. He can get, I think he's got double, maybe that's single jointed, but he also has glove swivel, I guess you could call it that.
All right.
That comes in handy for when you're attaching his cannons and stuff. He's got side-to-side action real well. Some pretty good crunch.
Oh, nice.
A little back bend. No finger articulation, wrists go in and out. And then once you've pegged them on there, they're just on a simple peg system there.
I'm sure we're going to talk about hands at some point.
Oh, yes, we will. Legs, there's a whole moving system with the shins. So when you move the leg, you bend the knee. See that armor piece moved up?
I remember seeing that with drift, and it blew my mind.
It's crazy. It really is. And you do have to be careful. They point out like that that's the way that things are supposed to go. When you put it back, you want to make sure that this is the right way. And then down here for the feet, luckily these flaps come out really far, so that allows you for some great ankle articulation, toe articulation. Even on the back here, this piece lifts up to let you really get some bend in there.
Is all of that tension, or are there
all
ratchets?
All of this is tension. There's no ratchets on this guy from what I've been able to see, but he's nice and firm, not overly tight. There's been no squeakage, and he's been able to obviously hold any kind of pose that I need him to get in. And he's got good neck, and he's got neck and head movement. So
it's a very smooth movement.
Yeah, and he's great, very poseable. I don't see why you would be disappointed with this. Okay, so accessories, this is where we're going to get into the thick of it. This is going to take a while because he comes with tons and tons of stuff. So starting off with simple stuff, we'll do the hands. He's got every set of hands comes in pairs. So you got relaxed or kind of splayed hands. These hands are the hands that will hold the swords or the mace. What's neat about them is they're actually sculpted at an angle so he can get the sword to point the right way, as Berg would say. Trigger finger hands for some of his guns. More relaxed, well, I guess that's sort of relaxed. Splayed hands, I guess, let's say.
It's a dramatic posing hand.
Yes. And then another holding the sword, but this one's just straight up and down. And then you get 2 regular fists standard that he comes with. There is also a separate face that can be attached. It seems like it's pretty easy lifting up the helmet and stuff. I haven't done it. I don't think this kind of smile particularly works well with this version of Megatron, but you have that option if you so choose. Looking at the mace, let's zoom out here. Each little section is on a ball joint, so it gets a lot of movement and posability, all kinds of curves. I will say this piece right here where it connects in is a little loose, and while he holds it fine, getting him to hold it upright where it'll stay and not droop is a little hard. It seems like. So I may put some future on those, tighten it up, although this is not like a mace that I may even use with him. I don't know. It's very cool looking. It's got all kinds of nice purple spikes, energon spikes.
It is cool.
So,
it looks a bit like DC's Apocalypse, where it's the planet with like the vents.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And then putting this stuff in his hands, there is no bottom piece that pops off. Luckily, his hands are flexible enough where you can squeeze them in there and get them in there without any worry of these breaking. Unless you pull it too far, they might rip. So probably the biggest piece that he comes with is a jetpack with a bunch of wings. Well, I don't know if it's really a jetpack, but it's a pack with wings. And when it's packaged, each one of these pieces is packaged separately. To snap each of them on to this part right here. And these pieces all can spread out as much, can turn, and then each individual wing piece can slide out, can also slide, if you get it, futz with it right, there you go, you can get a diagonal cut like that.
Interesting.
It's interesting. I don't know really why you would need it or do it. I understand this a little more, but that's there. And yeah, it's all kinds of cool, posable. They even move up and down on their own hinges. So it's very nice. And then that over here, you can see this actually comes off, and you can plug just this on his back if you want him to have like a simple kind of jetpack.
Okay. And all of that again holds in the position that you put it.
Yep. There's been no problems with wings sliding down or anything like that. And then if we want to just attach it on his back, right here's that. Got the square right there. There you go. Megatron's got bird wings. bird wings. And this, again, it's all painted nice. This is transparent purple plastic. Looks great, goes well, matches with all the purple on him. Very cool. But that isn't all. Like any good toy, he'll come with a bunch of weapons, and that's what you get here. Let's start with the simple ones. He's got 2 shotguns, at least that's what they're referred to as in the instructions, I believe. And these can attach to him either on his arm, in the awesome port there on his arm. So that's an option. Or, better yet, his backpack has 2 parts here. You tab them in right there. And now you got shotgun action on his back, and then these are articulated as well there, so they can come up and shoot.
That's a nice look.
That's very cool. It's very cool. I really like it a lot. Then he's got 2 swords. Nice metallic. I really love the metallic gunmetal gray on these swords. It's really nice with the clear plastic in the middle. And you may think one sword's not, I don't want 2 separate small swords. I want a major stick.
Yeah.
These can do that. Come apart just like that. Take that handle out. I believe this goes like this. And you're going to connect this over there. There you go. You got like a spear, double-bladed sword. It's pretty cool. Then, of course, since it's Megatron, why wouldn't we give a G1 Megatron pistol? And actually, this is a nice piece because this has got black plastic with some great metallic paint on it.
It's really nice.
And a really nicely done tiny Decepticon symbol on it. Comes with a gun holster. And it just goes and slides right in. And that's cool. Whoop. And that's cool. And the gun holster can attach. There's a small tab hole right there that this tabs into. Tabs right in there. Sits on his calf or the side of his leg. But that's not all.
Of course.
No. So if we want to make a sniper rifle, then with this piece, we slide this on the barrel, which moves this metal piece out of the way. So it slides in and out. Snap that on. Take the scope. Attach that there. Then take this. Slide this onto the back. And there you go. You got a nice big sniper rifle. And then this piece can come down. You can set it on the ground like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's needed. I kind of wish they had just given a sniper rifle separately so I didn't have to make my own.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but it's very cool. And again, painted, all done really nice. Some awesome, dirty gold in there. I call that color dirty gold.
Sure.
Yeah,
all right.
Dirty gold. It's what my pappy used to give me. I don't know what the hell. And then here we get 2 of these. These are the arm cannons, plugs in on the same way that it did with the shotgun. So these are pretty awesome. Work real well. They don't slide or anything, which is surprising because the original toy did that with this mold of the toy for the Hasbro slid out.
And I think maybe the Generation Toy version does too.
Yeah, I think it does. I have that one as well. This piece attaches to his back. This is like waist. They refer to them as waist cannons, but they also kind of look like jet thrusters to me. And they are on this crazy hinge system here. They're on this crazy hinge system, so you get all around, in, out, turning out like that. Really cool. And then if you want, you can separate this part to make it like a wing part. They just fold down like that. And then the same kind of thing. There's a peg here. Hole right there. Fits really easy and surprisingly fits well too. Doesn't get in the way when he's got the big backpack on. So here, see him with it on. They don't get in the way. It's real easy to move them out of the way. They a hindrance to any part of like him moving.
Yeah.
They're so well articulated. So I really like that. That's cool.
And the clearances.
Yeah, exactly. So you got that. One more thing. I'm not taking this out of the package. Just a stand. It works the way you would expect it to. You take this part, plug it into either one of these, and then you can also adjust it and move it. And he can look like he's flying, jumping, or just standing there simply, however you want to display your Megatron. For size comparison, as I mentioned, this is the same lines offering for Starsaber. They're about the same size, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look good.
And then another shot next to Hasbro. This is the Siege Leader size Optimus, who comes with a trailer, so that's why he's a little smaller. But this Megatron's gonna crush him.
Oh. Yeah, it's a big figure.
I want to say he's close to 9 inches.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Finally, time to give our final thoughts. And Toast, I will let you take it away.
Right. So we've talked privately so far about price, but we haven't mentioned it on camera yet. And I looked him up. He's $430, which is a lot of money. Now, there's a reason for that money, for all of the accessories, the care that's put into both the sculpt and the paint and the engineering in general. All of that is exceptional. I don't know if it's $430 worth. So I think, personally, I think he's overpriced. This was my favorite version of Megatron until Autobot Megatron. I loved Stealth Bomber, even though he wasn't in the comics for very long.
Oh my God, it was like 3 issues. I was so pissed.
I was so pissed. But man, he was awesome. This is a phenomenal toy. I'm going to say it's 4 hammers.
4 hammers. There you go. From Toasty. I have to probably agree with you on every single point that you made, and then maybe make some of my own. I think, the $500 whatever price tag is way too high. Maybe not way too high, but he's definitely not worth it. That doesn't mean he's bad by any means. I am giving him a 4 out of 5 as well. He's really fun to play with. He's actually not nerve-wracking to move around, other than the fact that if you stop and think about how much he is when you're playing with him, then you get a little nervous.
Yeah.
But there's nothing where I'm really scared that it's going to break, like the hands and everything. I mean, you've seen me fiddling with them. There's not been a lot of...
I've been a little bit stressed out watching you.
Yeah. But I know how everything moves, and I love... They've taken a lot of care into the engineering and making sure that pieces can move and get out of the way and that he can pose. I think, again, a lot of the price comes with the LEDs. So there's batteries in each shoulder blade or shoulder pad. There's batteries in the chest, and there's batteries down on his legs as well, in each leg. Oh, that's right. The shotguns have batteries in them as well.
Oh, wow.
So those light up. That might be a cool thing to try out.
Light up guns.
Yeah. So that's where all the money's going. LED features, I think they're cool, but you can't display them really for a long time because the battery runs out so fast on them.
Yeah.
I tried it. So while it's cool, I'm not going to go out of my way to put batteries in this guy, except maybe the lasers. We'll see. But I love everything else. It all works great. 4 out of 5. Overpriced, but I would say he's more worth it than Starsaber. I've had more fun with him than I had with Starsaber.
Okay, because I was going to ask if this was the second one you bought.
Yeah.
And you think he's overpriced. Why?
Well, I love this Megatron so much.
Right. But you got Starsaber first. You thought he was overpriced, and then you went for this one.
Yeah, because this one he had more stuff already. I could tell he had more stuff than Starsaber did. And I was just excited to get this Megatron with some cool movable like wing things too. Because I do have the Generation toy one, and that's a good one. That's really fun. We've reviewed that actually a long time ago. So highly recommend it if you're into this. If you're not up for spending the money, obviously don't. But this is a high-end collectible for adults, no children here. So if you are a child, thanks for watching anyways. No matter what you are, thank you for watching this episode and making it as far as you may have. Like and subscribe once again. Leave a comment below with what you think or any ideas. And if you want to let us know something that we should look at, or we'll try and take a look at it. And I think I got everything, yeah?
Yep.
All the social media stuff is in the show notes. Thank you. Until